One principal objective of the ERIC workshop held in Vienna was to explore the role of clusters in supporting and offering sustainable growth and business opportunities to SMEs in the area of resource efficiency. However, in a highly interconnected world, clusters are not to be seen as individual entities but rather as part of a wider network across Europe and also beyond, a network that can afford them access to knowledge, connections, funding, and exchange with peers. As such, to support their member growth through collaboration, clusters must rely themselves on collaboration and need modern tools for this. An initiative launched by DG Grow of the European Commission in 2016 and funded through the COSME program offered such special support for clusters. This program was the ECCP, the European Cluster Collaboration Platform. During the workshop, Lucia Seel, Communication and Content Manager of the ECCP, gave participants an overview of the services offered by the ECCP to clusters. The European Cluster Collaboration Platform is an online platform, which you can visit at www.clustercollaboration.eu. You can easily profile your cluster organization or your cluster-related project or subscribe to the platform's newsletter if you want regular updates on European and international cluster development. Collaboration with other clusters will undoubtedly benefit your members and especially SMEs. Note that this website is a hub for cluster collaboration not only in Europe but also beyond, and offers a number of support schemes for clusters interested to cooperate with third countries. And with nearly 1,000 cluster organizations profiled, the ECCP can indeed claim to be the network of the networks. The platform is active on several fronts. It provides a mapping service for cluster organizations, displaying their dynamic profiles, and offers a large selection of filters so you can refine your search for activities in specific countries. In addition, it is worth noting that the platform's mapping has been developed to correlate with the indicators of the European Observatory for Clusters and Industrial Change. It is a fair assumption to suggest that so far, the ECCP website is the easiest way to find a cluster organization in Europe and beyond. The ECCP also creates important opportunities for SMEs to connect and initiate collaboration through their clusters participating at matchmaking events. Both intra-European as well as with targeted strategic third countries, the platform offers professional as well as financial support for the participation in the matchmaking events. If you are looking for collaboration opportunities outside of Europe, the ECCP also provides special information on priority third countries, showcasing their cluster landscapes, as well as information on international support services available in the European Union. If you're a cluster organization looking to set up a partnership, ECCP's Partner Search functionality is a good way to go about it. This is a virtual, quick, and efficient marketplace which allows you to both find and be found and engage in direct dialogue with peers. The ECCP is also the home of all the European Strategic Cluster Partnerships, ESCPs for short, both for the Going International and for Smart Specialization Investment Partnerships that are hosted on the website. For them, a special forum for collaboration and exchange is available. It is most important to share and highlight the partnership's activities and success stories, also on the ECCP. If you are a cluster organization and wish to appear on the ECCP map, all you need to do is set up your profile on the website. As previously mentioned, the ECCP's mapping allows you to filter your search by multiple criteria, such as sectors, technology fields, countries, and so on. So far, 880 clusters have been mapped out on the ECCP, out of which 68 are from third countries. Here is a list of ECCP achievements over the last 3 years. They give a good overview of the scope involved in the platform's activities. Over the last 3 years, the ECCP has been involved in the organization of more than a dozen cluster matchmaking events, Once again, note that the funding can be made available for clusters that otherwise would not be able to attend. The next matchmaking event in 2019 is planned in the spring and will be held in Canada. Be sure to subscribe to the ECCP newsletter if you want to know more. So, to briefly summarize, interclustering and internationalization require a platform which enhances connectivity. On the ECCP website, you can simultaneously find opportunities and open calls that interest you and the partners you might want to work with. This connectivity promoted by the ECCP is both cross-border and cross-sectoral and is based on visibility and interaction support. If you're a cluster looking to be noticed, here are a few tips on boosting your visibility in the international cluster community and staying well informed. There are 3 steps to follow. 1. Set up and regularly update your ECCP profile. Use the platform to make your achievements visible. 2. Stay informed by subscribing to the ECCP newsletter and weekly digest or surfing on the ECCP website. 3. Work on proactively setting up your collaborative network. Don't hesitate to directly contact potential partners. If you are a cluster organization with a published profile on the ECCP, here's how you can go about finding or creating opportunities. Click on Partner Search in the homepage. Then either publish a topic with a call for partners or search for offers that have already been published. As for upcoming cluster relevant actions in 2019, note that there will be an increased focus on supporting interregional interclustering and innovation for SMEs. Another ECCP matchmaking event is being planned in the spring in Canada. Do make sure to mark the following dates in your agenda. The European Cluster Week will take place in the German city of Hanover on the first week of March 2019. The European Cluster Conference will be organized in Bucharest from the 14th to the 16th of May 2019. The European Industry Days will happen in Brussels on the 5th and the 6th of February. It is most important for the ECCP to identify, understand, and react to the needs of the clusters. This is why regular user surveys are being organized, and the most recent is from September 2018. We share with you some of the most important results, like the structure of the survey, with 200 respondents where the majority has more than 5 years of activity. Survey results showed that users mostly use the platform to get informed about cluster-related calls, news and events, finding cooperation partners, and participating at matchmaking events. The platform's user-friendliness was also very well rated, with 75% of respondents judging it to be user-friendly or very user-friendly. Be sure to follow the ECCP on social media and to subscribe to our newsletter. The ECCP has its own Twitter and LinkedIn accounts where you can find the latest information on the happenings in the cluster community.